Hi, Oscar Mulbauer here, and today we'll be joined by the Viking specialist, Tom, to talk about the Vikings. So Tom, why do you think the Vikings were such successful raiders?
I think it all comes under three main points: their battle tactics, their weaponry, and their seafaring ability.
What can you tell us about the Vikings' battle tactics?
The main tactic was to hit and run. They would come in from nowhere and storm in on defenseless monasteries and farms to steal their treasure, livestock, and other food. They also cut up the treasure evenly between the other raiders. So if one Viking found a golden cross, they would hack it apart and share it out. They would usually have 60 to 300 Vikings in a raid. They also slept with their weapons within easy reach, and the women and children carried their farming tools around as weapons.
So earlier you mentioned their weaponry. What was it like, and what was their main weapon to use during battle?
They had a diverse range of weaponry, which contained swords, axes, spears, bows and arrows, shields, helmets, and chainmail. Their shields were made of wood, and their armor was made of thick animal hides and sometimes had bones sewn into them. Viking warriors had helmets made of leather in a cone shape, but leaders had some metal coating. There were no horns on the Viking helmets, for they would just be impractical and would only get in the way.
So clearly the Vikings' seafaring abilities were amazing. Could you tell us more about this?
Their long ships were the most advanced piece of technology for the time. It was fast, strong, narrow enough to fit down rivers, and light enough to be carried from one river to another. The longship used both oars and sails and could reach 27.78 kilometers an hour. The keel helped with speed and steering.
Now that you've told us about the Vikings, could you give an example of one of their greater achievements?
One of their greater achievements was the Battle of Lindisfarne. The Vikings went in and invaded the monasteries that were famous for their art and treasures. It was one of their first big raids, and it sent shock waves of fear throughout all of Europe. It was the start of the Viking fame.
Thanks for watching an episode of History with Oscar Mulbauer and Tom McCann. Tune in next time for some information about the Romans